Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We're on day 2 of the second week of the second anniversary fest, and we've got some blue flowers right there. Lovely. Good to see it. We got triple XP, which was good. We got 300 on our prime XP team this morning. Very, very nice. Hopefully, I don't think we're going to get some of them to level 60 this week, but hopefully we can get very close. It's about 2100 XP worth of growth for all of them on that prime XP team. As long as I can put them on the team overnight, it's very good. Also, Master 10 on a Tuesday? What? All right, let's do this. We are doing very well right now. As you can see, I've got Feraligatr on the team for those berries that he's going to be bringing in. I'm going to leave him in sneaky snacking mode just for the berries because we don't really need the sausage, and the skill triggers aren't really going to add up to much by the end of the week. Sadly, no skill trigger from Dedenne. Speaking of those, how about from Gardevoir? No skill triggers there. That's unfortunate. We needed those, but not desperately so. It just would have been nice. So we'll just move on. We'll make some breakfast. We do have 30% odds of an extra tasty right now. I did go ahead and use a good camp ticket again on the advice of my wise council of commenters, but I'm not going to make Hidden Power perk up stew. I'm going to take this opportunity to focus on leveling up Dream Eater Butter Curry so that it's at a better point on those weeks that we're not going to use a good camp ticket. And we want to make that instead, or have to make that instead of the other two dishes. So I'm going to take this time, since we're not worried about getting to Master 20 necessarily, to work on that. And hopefully we can get it to as close to level 65 as possible, if not all the way to 65. That would be really nice. We're just going to throw in a bunch of this stuff that we don't need for anything else. I am keeping some ingredients for the Hidden Power perk up stew. If we get enough to make it, then we will. But I'm not really worried about the rank. I just want to get some XP on it. But, you know, have the ingredients for perk up stew if I change my mind and decide I do want to make it. For now, though, hopefully this is an extra tasty. We did have the 30% odds for dinner last night. Missed that, so maybe now, maybe... No, I thought maybe it was just saving it for today so we could have it together, but no. Yeah, apparently not. 93,891 is very good. I did get extra tasty lunch on that Hidden Power perk up stew yesterday, so that helped a lot. It was like 300 and something thousand strength that we got, so that's why we pushed the ranks very, very, very quickly. So that is very good. For now, though, that's going to put us at potentially Master 11. I think maybe just shy. Nope, it is on the beach. It was definitely Master 11. So very good. We're in a good place right now. And it doesn't matter how high our odds go, up to 100 million drowsy power, because that still leaves us around 40 to 70%. No, it's pseudo balanced. So more around 40% odds to see a Trico, which was the main thing I was worried about. I was going to be real mad if you gave me another extra tasty right there. Although it would have been funny. I could appreciate the joke. Miascarada, you're in the way. Let's go ahead and try. Come on. I clicked on it. I saw it bounce. There we go. So let's go ahead and plant the seed for our festive flowers. I believe candies was what I wanted to do. Yes, candies are nice. The extra hungry Pokemon is nice, but that'll be better for New Moon Day, which I think we still have. I forget exactly when it is. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter, even if we plant it tomorrow, because New Moon Day isn't today. Otherwise, we would have got the pop-up. So, as long as we plant it for tomorrow, we should be fine. So let's go ahead and get the candies. I think this is actually in the order that I wanted to use them. It is. Perfect. Actually, getting that purple seed down before Darkrai shows up would be really good, too, especially if we can get that 3-star Darkrai. But let's plant the red seed for now, and we should be good. Gardevoir, skill trigger? No. All right, we tried. Let's go ahead and grab our 200 sleep points then, now that we've got our red seed planted. So we got extra candy starting tomorrow. 200 sleep points puts us at a grand total of 3,554. And then for our daily lottery, we've got something very good. It is 20 diamonds. I got 25 diamonds for going to bed on time this morning too. Well, that's very nice. Diamond pile starting to stack up. And then, with that all done and dusted, we can move on to our sleep report. I see that red icon on the main menu. I wonder if that's new news or I got a medal. We're going to find out pretty soon. I was about to say, if the game loads. But all right, let's jump into this. Let's see what we've got going on. We've got 9 hours, 44 minutes of sleep. Makes sense. I was very tired. Oh, it's super slumbery too. Come on. Is that enough dozy? Is it? No, I really wanted it to skew towards dozing to give us better odds of Trico, because I think with slumbering pseudo-balanced, our odds of Trico are much lower than 40%. That's great. That's great. All right, anyway, we got 104.6 million drowsy power. Very nice. Very nice. Not a lot of 1 stars. I was really hoping for some more 3 stars, but that's okay. We don't have the Dream Shard bonus effect yet. Also, I was about to say no one's hungry, but I'm getting ahead of myself. We're not to that point yet. So no top belly. Ooh, Grovile. Okay. Only 5 out of 9. So we got some new sleep styles. We got Spiel, Bonsly, Waxwell, Grovile, Squirtle. Okay, what else we got? That gives us 4 new sleep styles. Are there going to be some that are doubled up? Ooh, hey, there we go. Hey, they're not doubled, but it is the same Pokemon. So we've got Marshtomp, the Seated Sleep, the 1 star. Okay. I see you, buddy. I see you. Let's move on. Because it weakens if its skin dries out, it replenishes fluids by playing in mud. It burrows into dirt to sleep, seemingly feeling safe while it's asleep. Very interesting. I don't know if I'm taking a mud bath, but you know, this guy is. That's the 3 star, I believe. Mud bath sleep. There it is, yeah. Ooh, good amount of Dream Shards on that too. Very nice. It is a 3 star though, so no surprise. No surprise there. Oh, he woke up. All right. What else we got? We got 2 more new sleep styles. Oh, hello you. Is that the 1 star? Yes, the 1 star Seated Sleep for Blissey. Okay. Oh, I mean, catching it could be good if it's got AAA, but that also means we got to use more main skill seeds. But would save on the Dawnstone and the sleep time that we have to invest to be able to evolve it. What else we got? Oh, it was another Marshtomp, so it did double up. Triple Marshtomp. I mean, it is slumbering, so not really too surprising. I don't know that we're going to really catch that many of them, though. I mean, unless one of them's hungry, I don't even know if we're going to catch one of them. Let's see who's hungry. Squirtle's hungry. Marshtomp's hungry. One of you could have been a shiny. That would have been real nice. Okay. All right. Oh, we've already worked on the Blissey, too. Ooh, okay. We can very easily take this home with a premium biscuit, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna catch that Marshtomp. As much as I want to catch the Grovile, just because it is a Sceptile potentially, without it being hungry, it's gonna be difficult to do so. So I don't know that I want to spend biscuits on that. We've only got 6 right now. We will get 5 more for going to bed on time this week, so technically 11 effectively by the end of the week. But with the potential for it to get full after just 2 biscuits, I don't think I want to work on that right now. Blissey, however, I feel like is good enough that we could invest in it to try to catch it. We've already worked on it some. And like I said, it does save sleep points on the stone. It saves time slept, because we have to do, I think it's 150 hours slept with, is it Happiny or Blissey or Chansey that you need to sleep 150 hours? I forget. I think it's Chansey, but I forget. And then one of them you need to use the stone. It might be both, honestly. You might need to do 150 hours and the stone for Chansey. But saving all that time and the sleep point investment, I'm going to try to work on this Blissey a little bit. I doubt I'm going to catch it, but we're going to see what happens. Potentially worth a Great Biscuit if I had one, but I don't know. The way that my luck with the Happiny line has gone so far, I feel like I wouldn't invest a Great Biscuit in this one at this point. I'm really just hoping for a big hit right now. However, you could argue a Great Biscuit. Hey, there we go. Big hit. So even if it's full now, we can for sure take it home next time. Honestly, the fact that it's still hungry kind of makes me want to do it again. I kind of, am I in a gambling mood? Am I? I am in a gambling mood. Big hit. Didn't get it. Well, Even if it's not hungry next time, we can for sure take it home. That's fine. It is what it is. We can for sure take it home next time with just 2 Poke Biscuits. We don't have to worry about it. And outside of that, I'm just going to feed the Squirtle. We will see Spiel another time. Oh, hold on. I have so many good Squirtle. Do I even want to feed this one? I don't think so. We've got Big Boy Blastoise, the shiny one. We've got 2. Well, actually, no. We've got 1 really good AAA that's still a Squirtle. We just never evolved it because we had already invested in the other AAA that was pretty good. So even if I catch it and it's good, what am I going to do with it? You know, it's just going to sit in my box. So I'm going to save the biscuits. I'm not going to use those. And Spiel, we'll see another time pretty easily. We don't go to Snowdrop enough to where I feel like I really need to catch a berry finding Spiel right now. So I'm going to save the biscuits for now. I'm not going to feed the Squirtle for the simple fact that we just have 3 really good ones already. Maybe even 4, to be honest with you, because we also have a shiny Squirtle too that we never invested in. And I feel like that one's pretty good too. So I think we're just going to call it there for today. I think that's all we're going to catch. Let me make sure I'm not missing another Trico somewhere. But yeah, that's all we're going to do for today. We're just going to take home that Marshtomp. Maybe it'll be good. I believe we do have a berry finding Mudkip already, but it wasn't that great. We could get better. I think it just had berry finding with no speed. So we're gonna take that home. Choices need to be made. Do we send out the Trico candy from the Grovyle? Do we send out the Mudkip candy from the Swampert, or the Happiny candy to help people with their eggs? It's actually a tough call. I'm gonna go with Trico candy for now, simply because Trico seems to be is the strongest of the 3 new starters. And we can always send out Happiny candy later. Plus, people probably already have a decent amount of Happiny candy, although not enough. To be clear, not enough, but a decent amount since Happiny's been in the game for a little while now. We did get 5,911 research XP and 8,392 dream shards. So very good stuff. All right. So I was going to say first up, but it's the only one we caught. So the only Pokemon we're looking at today is going to be a Swampert. It's level 21 and calm. So let's see what's up. Let's see what we've got going on there. No berry finding at level 10, but we got corn, milk, corn. And, yikes. Ingredient finder M, skill trigger M, skill level up S. This is not looking good. Inventory up L, and helping speed M. This thing is definitely trying to be a skill specialist. Swampert. Help. Feels bad, man. Where is that at? Calm. There you are. Yeah, feels bad, man. Berry strength is what we really want out of this guy. I mean, I'm not surprised, to be honest. I didn't think it was going to be that low, but I should have surmised that it would be. No helping speed until level 100. Nothing to boost its berry strength at all. And the nature ruins the berry strength by having speed of help down. So yeah, this is... Yikes. Big yikes. Big yikes. PR3, still not the worst I've seen, and it's going to go up once we get to level 100, so it's not going to stay at PR3. Yeah. Yeah. Does not beat the record we had before at PR2 being the worst thing I've ever caught, but it's pretty close. It's pretty close. Even if we were to use a neutralizing mint to, let's just turn it docile, I don't think that helps too much. It'll bring it up a bit, but not enough. Yeah. All the other sub-skills are terrible, which is exactly why this is not a good candidate for a neutralizing mint, but, you know, figured I'd try it just to see. Neutralizing mint really gonna shine if you have a Pokemon with perfect sub-skills, but the nature ruins it. At the very least, you can get rid of the effects of the nature to make it pretty decent. It's not gonna turn a D tier into an S tier, but, you know, maybe bump it up to an A if you're lucky. But yeah, this one ain't it, Chief. We are sending this guy to live with the professor, and we are moving on, hopefully, to bigger and better things. Maybe there is some new news there that's going to get us excited We did have the Pokemon Direct, which I haven't seen yet. So that could be really good. Could be some news in here about that. Let's check and see. It is new news. Ooh. Ooh. Hold on. Amber Canyon. What is that? Oh, I don't even care about the update contents. We're going to this first. Amber Canyon and Raikou, Entei, and Suicune Research. So we get a chance to catch them again. Okay. That's good. I do need a better Entei. Technically, I need a better Raikou too, but I feel like I've invested enough into this Raikou that it's good enough that I don't know that I want to try to catch another one, but let's see. In September 2025, we will hold an event, Raikou, Entei, and Suicune Research. So we got a couple months. During this event, you'll get another chance to encounter those legendary Pokemon. It's also been reported that a new area, Amber Canyon, has been found. New Pokemon encounters may await you there starting in November 2025. More details about the event dates, when the new area will be added, and more will come in a later update. We hope you're looking forward to this. I am. I appreciate the news about news, but at least we did get some stuff announced. We got a new event, well, a recurring event. Not recurring, that's the wrong word. We got some legendaries coming back. Let me just say it that way. We've got some legendaries coming back, and we know the name of the new area, Amber Canyon, which I thought it was going to be a mountain kind of thing. But I'll take Amber Canyon. That's interesting. Maybe it's not the new Dragonberry Island that we've been thinking. It could be something else. Maybe it's a Mirage Island kind of thing where it shows up every now and then. I've been saying for a while I would like a Mirage Island kind of thing. That'd be cool if it was. But hopefully with the fact that we've gone so long without a new island, I'm hoping this is a permanent one. But you know, devs, if you're listening, Mirage Island, it's perfect. Let's do it. It could be a great event island that comes around like once a quarter or something. That'd be cool. But Amber Canyon sounds really interesting too, so I'm looking forward to seeing what we get about that. If it's going to be the Dragon Poison Bug Island that we've been missing, or if it's going to be something else. So could be really cool. Could be really cool. All right. Very quick news about that. And then we've got updates. This update includes the following improvement: bug fixes. Very, very short and to the point. Appreciate the conciseness. All right, so big new news, but not much new news. Just, hey, the legendary beasts are coming back, and we've got a new island coming soon. Look for more news. So we'll be looking forward to that, I guess. But for community reports, we got 39 of them. Very good. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The doubled up out of 39. Not quite a third, but it's over 25%. That's all that matters. So we're doing pretty good today. Doing really good. All right, let's move on. Let's check out what's going on with this team and what we can do about it. Luxray. Gorgeous. Appreciate it. For Alligator, you're fine. Dedenne, no skill triggers. Gardevoir? Nope. Meowscarada? No. Okay, check the pantry. We should be good. We should be, yeah. Dream Eater Butter Curry. We've got enough cocoa to get us through the rest of the day. We've got enough milk to get us through 6 more meals. Really just worried about the tomatoes and the potatoes right now. And then at some point, I'll throw Blastoise back on the team instead of Feraligatr, just to get that milk and cocoa. But for right now, we could look at this 2 ways. We could go ahead and leave Feraligatr in because we have enough milk and cocoa to get through the rest of today. Or, since that only gets us through the rest of the day cocoa-wise, we go ahead and take Feraligatr off, throw on Clodsire, get a bunch of cocoa real quick, and then once I have enough to get through tomorrow, then throw Feraligatr back in, which honestly is probably the right call since we are already at Master 11. We could go ahead and do that. I think that is what I'm going to do, actually. Let's go ahead and collect all this. What was that? 24 berries, so not bad. And we'll go ahead and throw Clodsire on the team just to stay ahead of it so it doesn't become a problem, especially since we don't have the ingredients currently for the perk up stew backup. So we'll do that. We'll do that. Plus, we need to work on this guy a little bit anyway. He is on my Prime XP team that I'm throwing in overnight. This was the team I ran last night for the triple XP. The 4 of them on the right all need to get to 60. And then, actually, they all need to get to 60 eventually. But as far as my investment sheet, I know I don't have Masquerada on here, but all of them, 60 is the goal where they become, where they get me to a point where their ingredient is not a problem. So they all need to get to 60. Especially this right here, this Vikavolt. This is the grubbin that's on that team right now. It needs to get to, actually, it only needs to get to 50 to solve my coffee bean problem. Because at 50, it's bringing in 65 a day, which actually is not enough. I think it does actually need to go to 60. 65 is not enough. That doesn't sound right. That's the wrong tab. There we go. Coffee beans, we need 72 minimum, right? No, we need more. We need, what is that? 84 minimum, I think. Yeah, 84. So we need 84 a day. So you actually need to go to 60. I don't know how I said that 65 was enough. Because even with a good camp ticket, 20% of that is only going to be like an extra 6.5. So that's only 70. Yeah, you definitely need to go to 60. I don't know where I got 50 from. Maybe I just put it to 60 and then didn't save afterwards, so it only saved at 50. But yeah, 60 is what we need. Let's go ahead and save that there. So all 5 of these Pokemon need to go to 60, and that is why I'm using them on the Prime XP team, because 50 to 60 takes so much XP. It's a lot easier to get all the way to 50 with candies than it is 50 to 60. So I'm really trying to get them to 50 with manual investments, because the earlier you invest, the cheaper it is, and then trying to ride out the long path to 60, but in helping out with some investments here and there. And speaking of investments, I did forget in the video to do my mini candy boost yesterday, but I did it off screen. It was the Tyranitar, of course. He is actually more useful at 60 than Dragonite is, because we just don't really use oil for too much. We do have some recipes that we'll use oil for, but not as much as we could use the sausage and ginger combination. So I'm kind of prioritizing Tyranitar over Dragonite to get to 60, but at the same time, it kind of would be nice to keep them around the same point. So I'm kind of back and forth on that. And part of me is like, yeah, priority is the sausage and ginger, but herbs and oil would be nice too. So that's kind of where I'm at. But also, we also just don't have enough candy to invest in Tyranitar all the way to 60 with all the candy boosts. So we're going to do it again today. Plus, it's expensive, 74,400 instead of 18,600. But the candy goes a lot farther. So we're going to take that opportunity. I do think we have some extra type candies that we could use on him anyway. Let me see. Do we not? I have rock candies. I have rock type candies that I could use on the Pupitar that I have. And get some more candies, so that'd be nice too. But for now, I am gonna just use what we've got and then switch to Dragonite, because we do have plenty, and I do want to keep Dragonite kind of on the same level as Tyranitar, but we'll get there eventually. And for now, there's not really much else we can do. We're just kind of chilling. We understand that pseudo-legendaries are expensive, so it is what it is. But for now, this is the team we're running for curries. We're going to get our ingredients. Once we get enough cocoa to a point where I feel comfortable, I can swap for Alligator back in. And then we'll swap this team in overnight, let them get all the XP, because they are the ones we're worried about investing in right now. And other than that, we're just kind of chilling. I don't know why you're on this list. I think you were just there for comparison. Same with you. I don't know. This list is weird, but I do know the ones that I want to invest in. But highly recommend that you do this, because if you're anything like me, where you're like, man, what was I investing in? What did I want to do? This helps a lot. Like I said, I don't have Masquerada on here. Let's go ahead and add Masquerada while we're at it. Instead of just continually saying, I don't have it on here. Let's just put it on here. What am I doing? Come on. Get it together, my guy. Level 50. Potatoes are fine, but not quite where we need them to be. Let's go ahead and switch over to potatoes. We need 66 a day. Bare minimum, right? Yes, bare minimum 66 a day, which actually 64. And we need either a cooking event or a good camp ticket to even make this salad anyway. So actually, Masquerada getting to 60 is not as much of a priority, but still would be nice, because then we get the potatoes we need even faster, and we could take it off the team for a berry finder even faster. So 60 is the plan eventually, but Masquerada can take her time getting to 60, where others like Podsire need to get to 60 quickly. So that's where we're at, and I'm gonna back it up. I think we're good on the team right now. We don't need to make any more changes. Things are looking beautiful. And there he is. There's my derpy little guy. Love him. All right, Masquerada. Ooh, skill trigger? No. Also, the skill triggers from Masquerada and Luxray are nice that we get per day. We don't need them, but it does let us burn some more ingredients to get some more XP on the, what is that thing I'm making? Dream Eater Butter Curry. That's the one. So that'll be nice. I do also need to make that new curry at some point, but I just don't have the leeks to make that happen. So maybe while we're here, we can get Farfetch'd to allow me to do so. The cut sukiyaki curry would be nice. I wouldn't mind making it just if we have the stuff on hand, just to make it the once. We still don't have enough. We need 27 leeks. We got 22. Sausage wouldn't be a problem to get because we invested in that Agron. The honey we have already, and we have the eggs. So we're almost there. An ingredient finder could help us get what we need, and then targeted sausage with Agron, but that's whenever we get the stuff for it, we'll make it. For now, let's just go ahead and collect our mission rewards. We got a lot done. We got to Master 1, so that's going to give us 30 Mudkip candy. We also used 100 candy, so it gives us 15,000 Dream Shards back, which is good because those mini candy boosts are expensive. These two, they'll be done eventually, and we don't have to worry about that. We did make it to Master 3 as well, obviously, so there's a Squirtle incense, which was very good. That's going to be really good. Speaking of, I didn't even think about it when I was talking about it, but now that we know that Raikou, Entei, and Suicune are coming back in September, highly recommend saving up your incense that are the same type as those three. So water types, electric types, and fire types. Save those incense. Last time they were around, using the incense was very nice to get extra of their mains. I don't know if they're going to make us do the main collection again, but I assume they will. It is highly likely they will. I don't think they're going to change it, but they could surprise us. Either way, even if we don't need the mains and we don't need these incense for the same reason as we did last time, it's not going to hurt to have them on hand just in case we do need them. So I would highly recommend saving those three types specifically: water, electric, and fire types. And don't use those for those missions where you have to use incense, which I wish I'd have known last week because I used Totodile and I think Chikorita. Well, no, Chikorita doesn't matter. It's grass type. But I used Totodile incense and some other stuff, so kind of wish I hadn't done that. But we do have a ton of electric. Personally, I probably need to go to Taupe and get some fire incense because of the three, Entei is the one I need to catch the better version of. The best one I caught was the very first one that we all get, which is just very mid. So definitely would like to catch a better Entei. Hopefully it's a 2-week event to allow us time to, really see all three of them, because I feel like they're all going to be together and it's not going to be separated out like it was when they first debuted. So I really would like 2 weeks for us to really be able to try to see as many of them as possible. That also does mean that we get a chance to grab their incense again, hopefully. So maybe we can finally get that 3-star Suicune, and actually I don't think I have the 3-star for any of them. So it'd be really nice to finally grab those 3-star sleep styles if we can. Plus, personally, I can make it to higher ranks, so I'm going to be pushing during that event. I'm going to be pushing the ranks pretty hard. But that is my recommendation. Save up those 3 incense types, the fire, the water, and the electric types, just in case we need them. Like I said, it's probably going to be the case that we need them. I imagine they will do the same thing where we have to collect mains, but it is always possible. It is a non-zero chance that they change it up on us, but I don't think they will. I don't. But let's go ahead and do this. Let's make some lunch. We do have 30% odds. I feel like that's good enough. We're not really worried about pushing ranks. It would be nice if we could get an extra tasty, but I'm not super worried about it. Let's, you know what? Let's save that sausage just for the cut sukiyaki. Let's throw that in there. And what else do I want to throw in there? We've got actually exactly what we needed. Never mind. Never mind. We don't need to throw anything in there extra. Perfect. All right, so that will hopefully, fingers crossed. Hey, there it is. Sometimes the gamble pays off, sometimes it doesn't. Blissy. That is 174,105. Perfect, enough for a level up too. That puts the Dream Eater Butter Curry at level 62, and we are in a good place. All right, there it is. What does that put us at? Is that gonna get us all the way to Master 12? I don't think so, but maybe. It's gonna, maybe about 3/4. Oh, nope, a little more. Was it enough? Was it enough? Master 12, very good. Very good. Oh, we were already at Master 11. I was thinking we were at Master 10. So Master 13, we almost got there. Is there like one thing I could do? How far are we? How far are we? We're far enough that just one berry isn't gonna make a difference. Yeah, especially a non-favored berry. Maybe 2 berries. It definitely won't make a difference, but you know what? We'll just see how close we get. And that is where I'm gonna wrap things up for today. Very close, but not close enough. So, thank you for watching the video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you do enjoy these videos. A huge shout out to our ace trainers, Illusion, YT, Husky Star, JP, Barty, Rogue Bastion, Josh Garrett, and SDK Posse. And a huge shout out to the anonymous donation on Ko-Fi. You know who you are. I appreciate it very much. And you know what? If you want to support the channel, you can go ahead and click that subscribe plus or that join button right below this video to support for as low as $1 per month. Or find the link to my Ko-Fi, my live stream channels, and the Discord in the description where you can come hang out with us, talk about Pokemon Sleep, and a whole bunch of other fun stuff. But other than that, y'all have a good night, and until next time, later, dudes.